One.
Got it.
Damn, boy.
Damn, boy. He's thick.
These
Thick
fucktards.
boy.
Here we go.
Oh, we started? Oh, crap. Jones, you said fuck you, dude.
What's it me? I don't have control over this shit.
Come on, Barry.
I thought.
Come on, Barry Trotz. Get going. Let's go.
Welcome
All right.
back, Suplex Biddies. Another episode of Suplex Biddies brought to you by our good friends over at Couch Guy Sports. Damn, boy, they dick over there. Tootsie.
Damn, boy. Sorry, I'm done.
Make sure you go check out all the vlogs at couchguysports.com. Use the internet one time. Check out all the podcasts on the network. Also, big shout out to our sponsors, Exogun and Shark Entry. Go to exogun.com, massage at a moment's notice. Promo code CGS10 for 10% off your order. SharkedEnergy.com. Get a drink to revitalize your caffeine structure, or you need to pick me up. SharkedEnergy.com. Promo code CGSN for 10% off your order there. So obviously, as you can hear, the whole crew's here tonight. Jones, Hunneman, Diego. I almost said Galvez. I don't know why. Doesn't sound right.
Okay, dickhead.
We're going last name basis. Took a hiatus last week. Not much really to cover, so we're back this week.
Hey, Neil.
Not much to cover again, but
We were just busy.
episode.
Last week was double or nothing and all that fun stuff, and here we are.
I love
We
seeing
back.
Neil. I love seeing Neil in the background, by the way.
Neil?
What?
Yeah, I love seeing Neil in the background.
Where Neil at?
He was just
You
peeping
seeing
into
spirits
the...
behind me?
No, he was just peeping in the door where Jones is.
Ooh. Christopher,
Neil?
come have your cutlets, Christopher.
Oh, steak. I had steak tonight. I ate it.
Oh,
Look,
wow.
it's
Did-
gone. It's
did you
gone,
cook
Dad.
it?
It's gone.
Did you eat your vegetables?
Can I have cookies now?
God.
But we
All right.
gotta
All right, so yeah, wrestling.
Yeah. Good, man.
Ooh. Me?
Yeah, good. You got the
Well, I mean,
topic,
first
right?
up, we just got to talk about Hell in a Cell. I mean, for a pay-per-view or a premium live event with very little hype or just anyone that gave a damn, the wrestling was great, honestly. The women's triple threat that opened up the show, wonderful. The main event with Cody and his ridiculously disgusting torn pectoral muscle with all those bruises, legendary moment. So
It's
all
a
this-
work. It's a work. Oh,
Dude,
it's a work.
the amount of people online that were like saying it's makeup, and then you could slowly just see it all just puffing up and swelling as he was competing.
My dude absolutely suplexed that titty to the left side of his
Dude.
whole entire body.
He couldn't even fucking lift it. He was punching with his
Yeah.
left arm the whole time.
Yeah.
Like, just kudos to him for going through with that. That's how you make a friggin' star. I did not expect him to win, but here we are. You wanted to run down the results real quick, Jones, or what do you want to do? We watched it on an iPad because there was so many sports on last night.
Dude, it was one of those things where I was sitting there last night. He goes, "You want to put it on my iPad?" And I said, "Oh, I want to do it on the iPad." Let's get it on the iPad.
Listen. It could have been a lot worse. It could have been me. I mean, last night, I saw the story of Jones peeping through the window of certain individuals' house.
I saved that. That should be on Twitter.
Bianca,
Honestly.
dude. Come on, you guys didn't see the video. This is so
Didn't you come in my house and say, "Oh, I didn't realize who was even on TV"?
allegedly.
Well, number one, you can't be doing the Bianca. You're doing the Blanco. And number two is listen, you could have been me last night. I said to myself, "Oh, I'm gonna stay up and watch the Celtics game," and then second quarter, as they're making a comeback, I'm laying down on the couch. And this, as far as I remember, I was eating an order of birria tacos. I farted and I fell asleep.
It's the best way to fall asleep.
Just,
Just,
that's nice. All right, so run back to Hell in the Cell.
Honestly, I felt so relieved.
That's a good Sunday.
I didn't have hell in the cell. I had hell in the shit. That's what it is.
Hell in the bumhole. Go ahead. Sorry, Jones. Go.
No, I would have came up. I had one in my head, but it sounded stupid. I'm not saying it. All right. So
Good.
I'm learning.
Listen to your intuition. Proud of you.
Yeah.
Bad at jokes.
Hell in a Cell card. you didn't watch last night, Living Under a Rock, or you fart before you go to bed
No,
like
blah,
Diego.
blah, blah, blah.
Sorry, it's just fucking one of those things rolling off the tongue. I couldn't say it fast enough. Bianca Belair defended and retained the Raw Women's Championship in a triple threat against Asuka and Becky Lynch. Bobby Lashley defeats Almost and MVP by submission. He made MVP a little bitch boy. Kevin Owens defeated Ezekiel and gave a nice little grin in the camera as he's pinning him. Top 3 moment of the night, in my opinion. Judgment Day defeated AJ Styles, spinning Liv Morgan in a 6-person mixed tag. Madcap Moss beat Happy Corbin in his no-hold bars match. Austin Theory retained his U.S. title against Mustafa Ali. And Cody Rhodes with a torn freaking pec went inside Hell in a Cell and beat Seth Rollins, who is none other than a Neanderthal after that entire fucking gimmick he came out with last night.
The dusty polka dots, dude. Oh,
Dusty polka dots.
Seth Rollins
was hilarious though.
Dude, it was what his dad used to wear to the ring.
Yep.
So it's like, yo, you fucked up, man.
Yeah.
Just like what he did to Roman earlier in the year with the Shield gear. Love
Yep.
it. I freaking loved it.
He's a
So
Neanderthal.
let's just go. What do we like the most, and what do we not like?
I don't like Madcap's outfit. We talked about it off air last night. I don't like his outfit.
They added to it a little bit because if I remember, SmackDown was literally just him in black trunks, and I think he at least had like knee pads and some wrist tape now, so he had a little bit of stuff. But he looked super generic, even though the match itself was kind of a banger because they beat the piss out of each other for a good like 15, 20 minutes. But yeah,
12.
he just looks, oh, is that it? Felt longer. But it looked like he might have figured out his gimmick a little bit with that aggression and all that stuff. But hopefully that's finally done. But
Madcap's aggression.
Madcap aggression. It's like ruthless aggression, but madcap.
Yeah, Madcap.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Say what you didn't like.
I didn't like the 2-on-1 handicap match because we knew it was going to happen. Just get Almost out of any feud with Bobby Lashley. Let's push Bobby Lashley back up the card, please.
What'd you think of the Cedric Alexander appearance?
It's different. Curious to see. Because now I'm curious to see how it plays out, but I already know what's going to happen. He's just going to side with Almost an MVP, and I'm going to be mad because we're going to get...
No, but he helped Lashley. Last night they had that backstage segment where they touched Nux and were like, yo, bro, we good? And they were like, yeah, homies.
Yeah, but that ain't going to... It's WWE.
Well, you know what's going to happen. They threw it in there as just like a little bit of sprinkle of a distraction. Then Lashley wins, and then Omos is going to wreck Cedric for like 3 weeks straight, and then he's going to go away again, which I hope isn't the case because Cedric Alexander deserves way better. But that just seems like the best next thing to do because they're going to get their anger out on someone else.
Come on, man. You and I both know that it's going to be a 3-on-1, put Bobby Lashley's hand behind his back.
Blindfold.
Blindfold
hopscotch.
at Money in the Bank. That's Vince McMahon right there. That's how do I make him strong?
Make Roman look strong.
Doing it for 6 years. All right. Other than that, I mean, the Hell in a Cell match. I mean, for a Hell in a Cell match, but with what Cody did with a torn freaking pec, I mean, you gotta give him respect.
Very story-based match, which was nice.
I have never enjoyed the sheer sound of a cowbell hitting somebody's forehead as much as I enjoyed it last night.
That was wonderful.
Well, listen, at one point, they like changed the camera angle, and Harmon's laying back like this, and then all of a sudden, someone might come. Hold on, I'm ready. And then nothing.
Dude, Rollins put his hand up, but then just decided not to cover up and just took the boop right off the head. It was great.
Oh yeah. That was a perfect boop, all right.
And the little stuff with like the belt, the weight belt slashed across the chest, that looked painful. That's painful anyway. And then the kendo stick thing, you could tell Rollins wasn't pushing too hard, but just the idea of him just fucking putting it in there with the tear and everything was just, I thought it was great. It's not gonna be a 5-star match by any means because it's in the WWE, but for what their limitations were, pretty good. And they both whipped out pedigrees, which was kind of sick.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that sledgehammer shot was kind of filthy at the end. Like, obviously, anytime anyone has the sledgehammer hit, they always have their hand there, obviously, because otherwise you'd commit a murder. But Cody, like, left his feet, Rollins sold it like a gunshot. It was just, it was perfect. I was very happy with that outcome, though it was not expected.
Yeah. Any other things WWE related you want to touch upon?
Well, no. Well, I was just gonna say. I mean, we're gonna hear from Rhodes tonight on Raw as we record. It's about 15 minutes before Monday Night Raw starts. So he's gonna come out. He's gonna be gone for probably 3 to 5 months, depending on. He's gonna rehab like John Cena used to back in the day, where he'd be like, "Oh, 7-month injury, Cena be back in like 6 weeks," because he'd go to PT 6 times a day. So they'll do something like that. He'll be back soon, probably Survivor Series or the Rumble, and it's just gonna be interesting to see what Raw does because they just built this dude up to be their main. He was the poster of Hell in a Cell, and now he's going to be missing for 3-4 months. So, and this was actually a really bad week for injuries because Danielson's hurt right now with a knee injury. We obviously heard AEW Punk came out and confusingly sort of vacated the title, but didn't say it properly, and his promo was kind of weird. And now Cody. So there's a lot of injuries at the top of the card. So there's a lot of possibilities. AEW seems like they'll thrive a little bit more just because of their options. But it'll be interesting to see what WWE decides to do now that Cody's going to have to dip for a little bit.
Well, now realistically, we have to think new Money in the Bank winners because that's who we all thought was going to win Money in the Bank was Cody.
Mm-hmm.
I can give you 3 right now.
Go ahead.
All of them on Monday Night Raw, and every single one of them performed last night. Edge, because getting Edge in another title run would be great.
Mm-hmm.
AJ Styles, because it's one of the only things that he hasn't done in WWE.
Right. Yeah.
And Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
Because it's Seth Rollins. That's how you push him back up the card. Oh, you lost to Cody 3 times? Let's just give you the Money in the Bank briefcase. You want to beat Roman and pin him? Cool.
Yeah, Roman being gone right now is such a fucking damper. It's just, it sucks. You can't, there's no champion. It's like, what are we fighting for?
One match on the card last night from SmackDown. One.
I know. Yeah. I mean, can we also just talk about how the women showed out? Like, that triple threat was incredible. And then so were Liv and Ripley in their tag match. I thought they did wonderfully. So it was nice to see them steal that spotlight as they have been doing for the last 6-7 years, just carrying the freaking product. So good for them.
This is correct.
Yeah. But yeah, what do you think, Diego? Who do you see kind of being your new Money in the Bank favorite now that Cody seemingly is out for a bit?
I agree with Jones. I think AJ Styles would definitely be one of those guys that I could see there. Maybe Damian Priest. Potential there just to kind of give it a dark horse. The third one though. Actually, now that you stole Randy Orton from me, I wouldn't mind if the bro actually goes for it.
Riddle, yeah. He seemingly can't keep a tag partner right now because they keep getting hurt. So maybe he's better off going to compete on his own.
Maybe going solo. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, very true.
I think, and trust me, when I was going through it, I thought Damian Priest originally, but I think if anybody in that Judgment Day group is going to get a title, it's going to be Edge.
Oh, well, yeah.
I can see that. I'm waiting to see who that fourth potential member is going to be because they keep talking about how they're going to add someone. And you figure Ripley being your women's champ, you could maybe even get 2 more people in there and like give them like an evolution thing where they win every championship. I don't think they'd actually do that, obviously, because Roman's just kind of holding everything hostage, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Edge is a good pick. My dark horse now would have to be AJ just because it's one of the last things he hasn't done. Mm-hmm. Though it would be kind of boring because he's a good guy now, and he'd probably just be like, "Oh, I'm going to cash it in this day, this hour, this minute," and then he'd lose. But my hope is that Cena comes back now and is like, Roman, guess what, baby, you're done.
Roman, I had to come back to do this shit part time because you can't do it full time.
Exactly.
I was joking with Hunter about this. What if Cesaro or like Bray Wyatt comes back and just wins Money in the Bank?
Bray Wyatt was supposed to come back last night.
Listen, he was hanging out backstage.
Who was
hanging out backstage last night?
Stop getting Bray Wyatt confused with Braun Strowman.
No, the Fiend.
No, that was a guy in the crowd with a mask.
Oh, yeah, that's the one.
Was there reports that he was backstage?
There's a report out there that he was hanging out backstage.
I did not see that. That's interesting. Well, Vince is probably be like, "Yo, we kind of need you to come back there, buddy."
Yeah, seriously.
Vince is like, "I will take my dentures finally off of my mouth as long as you come back.
I will kiss your ass on TV.
He'll make out with it passionately.
I'll
Dude, he had
do
a
it.
tag
Fucking
match with
hire
God
me.
for crying out loud.
Anyone.
You know? All right.
Jesus.
Let AW.
World title.
obviously-
So that freaking promo was so friggin' confusingly worded by Punk. Obviously overcome with probably emotion and like he was like, I told Tony Khan I wanted to relinquish this and not hold it hostage, but he told me I didn't have to. And then this and that. But they came out with a press release to seemingly try to clear that up. So you got there's a match in New Japan that's going to take place. The winner goes on to Forbidden Door. And there's going to be a match this Wednesday. There's going to be a battle royal, and the winner faces Moxley to then go on to fight the winner of the New Japan match at Forbidden Door for the interim AEW World Championship, which making the best of a bad situation. You might get a nice little dream match with Moxley and someone.
Moxley
And then-
Tanahashi, baby.
Tanahashi winning it and maybe doing a little stateside run and showing up on TV for a little bit. I know you and I talked about that yesterday, Jones. You saw there was a little idea out there that he'd show up and just defend it.
Better
every
put
week.
better put the credit on my name when I saw
Of course
that.
I will. Of course I will. Yeah, it was a great idea.
I looked.
Be very cool.
I looked up. I go, motherfucker.
I mean, as what they're doing is you kind of have to do it. I get it why you're prolonging it and not just making it one match. You got to make them earn it and things like that. But we can all probably agree that it's going to be Tanahashi versus Moxley because they already have a history because Moxley's called them out numerous times.
Correct.
So we'll finally get that match.
Who do we think wins the battle royale?
I was trying to figure that out, but they still haven't did like a graphic of who's in it. So I'd have to see who's there. So I genuinely don't know because it could be
I can
anyone.
give you 3 names right now.
You love
Maybe
3.
Cole.
You love the number 3. Go for it.
All right. So Wardlow,
Yep.
Potential, yeah.
just to have Wardlow versus Moxley.
Mhm.
Yeah, but you can't have Wardlow lose yet.
There was, just to get it on free TV, Adam Cole.
Allegedly hurt and taking time off. So boom, 0 for 2.
The last one, Maxwell Jacob Friedman.
Did you see
just because he enters late, does the heel thing, he enters late, wins, and then it's a thing, and it turns into like a locker room versus MJF scenario thing. Someone comes out, screws him out, Moxley beats him. See that happen.
There was a report that there was after the pipe bomb last week, which we can talk about a little bit too, that the TBS, the Warner Bros. Media, the umbrella company, decided to be like, hey, get him off all the promotional stuff. Like, we don't want that around at the moment. So there's some crazy something. There's a work, but it's like a shoot, but it could be work to do a shoot or a shoot into a work. And it's just like all that terminology. It's just going to be interesting to see how they capitalize if they can. And it's anytime everyone says it, the best times in wrestling is when reality and the booking coexist and cross. So here we are with that.
Who else could it be?
Is he going to win if he goes against Moxley and then go to versus Tanahashi? It's just like
No, because they would, if it's a work, it turns into the locker room versus MJF.
And they all just toss
Someone
him.
in the locker room comes out, distracts him. Moxley hits him with the paradigm shift, and then boom, 1, 2, 3. That sets up that little feud.
Yeah, it's right now for me. I genuinely don't know because I don't know who the hell. Because now Danielson, like we said, is out for a couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So you wonder who.
Jungle Boy.
That'd be a cool one. I'd like to have it be someone that you can realistically see beating Moxley, so you can kind of get that.
Okay,
Darby?
it's Sammy Guevara.
I'll turn off the TV.
He just got married. So
Bro, Chris
Yeah, you're right.
Jericho?
Engaged. He just got engaged on TV like 9 months ago. Now he's actually engaged again.
yeah.
Chris Jericho,
No.
That wouldn't be a bad one.
Eddie Kingston.
I wouldn't
I'm
mind
going
if
down
it's
the
Darby
roster.
Allen. Darby Allen would it be a bad idea?
He hasn't
I
done
already
anything in a while. That'd be a
I
good
already
one.
said Darby, but you
Yeah.
guys just ignored me. It's fine.
Why did you
Well,
say
I mean,
that? You said I have
I
3
said,
names. and
we
you did not
were
name
having
them.
a discussion, and I go Darby Allen, and then I got no response. I go, all right, cool.
Oh, well, that means none of us heard you, so it's not true.
Yeah, we've ignored you about 85%.
Ah, yeah,
of the time.
fucking read
Play
back
it
the
back.
tape. Read back the tape. Oh, Darby Allen.
Rewind. Yeah, whatever.
No, he did. He did say Darby. I just added
Oh,
the
okay.
Allen afterwards.
Didn't hear.
Yeah,
Didn't hear.
Diego's a dickhead. Good to know.
Also, not
Let's see. Who
solid
else is on the
choice.
roster? Christian Cage, Samoa Joe, Kyle O'Reilly, Keith Lee. You making Keith Lee? Fuck you.
Nah, he doesn't deserve it right now.
I
I genuinely don't know. I'd like to see who's going to be in the match first. I'd like to see someone random like Ricky Starks personally.
You motherfucker. You motherfucker.
Oh,
I
I'm
was
sorry.
just about to say, you know what would be a cool little dark horse? Ricky Starks.
You just
Fuck
dropped like
you.
12 names. I say one, and now
you.
I'm the enemy. Like,
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. I was just going through the roster. Oh, he froze. What a Karen. You froze like a Karen. It was great. You were just sitting there like this. Oh, heck yeah.
how is my internet connection unstable? I've disconnected from everything.
Thanks, I like their owners.
It's
Sounds like
Yep.
my neighbor. Sorry.
Oh, we're not going into that place.
Oh,
But yeah,
your neighbor. Oh boy,
Dude,
They're
no,
gonna
we
be
literally
stuck.
have a neighbor who's harassing us.
they're gonna get me
Because we're
started.
happy.
The day that I came over to your
we're
house.
not talking about this on the podcast. Talking about it off air.
Allegedly.
No. The day that I came over to watch the Celtics game, not too long ago, I, by mistake, didn't think that his house was literally the last house on the friggin' dead end. So I parked literally right in front of him. And then he waited until I got out of the car, waited until I made it to your door. Hey, buddy. And I thought it was just you being funny. I was just like,
Hey,
I was
buddy.
like, so I was like, buddy, what? And he's like, oh, sorry, sir. You just can't park there. I'm like, oh shit, this doesn't sound like Hunterman at all. This might be somebody else.
I was like, oh, I thought you were my
This
friend.
is
I'm
not
sorry.
a work. I repeat, this is not a work.
Diego worked himself into a shoot.
So yeah, my immediate reply was, buddy, what? I'm like, what the fuck calls me buddy?
Oh, off topic. I love this. To talk about non-wrestling. Look, it's Dumb and Dumber. Dumb and Dumber. Cam Neely and Don Sweeney. Fucking
Perfect.
dorks. Fucking dorks.
Bostonian fans in an uproar. But it's fine. Go back to wrestling. So can we all agree it's Tanahashi and Moxley's probably gonna be the main event? Makes sense.
Yeah.
Any other throw out like another potential Forbidden Door match you'd like to see? Mine's still Danielson Ospreay, so I'm gonna stick with that.
I think we're getting Danielson, Zack Sabre, so I'm gonna hold back. I'm gonna say Ospreay, but I think actually, you know what? No, cross them out. I think whatever title Jay White has. Does Jay White have a title right now? No. Yes.
I don't know if that match took place yet, but I can look it up real quick.
If Jay White has a title, I think him versus Hangman Page for whatever title he has would be one.
That'd be a cool one. I know we kind of talked about it a little bit on the last show, I believe, that Okada was rumored to maybe not even be on this card, which would be a huge disappointment. So we'll see. But hopefully he doesn't lose the title and not be on the show.
It'll be.
Go for it.
It's just to make you guys laugh. Buddy Matthews.
Boo.
Oh God.
Oh, it's June 12th is their next big show. So
Dominion,
yeah. Oh yeah, it's Dominion. My goodness. Okay. Wow. Yep, it's June. My goodness. G1's after this, right?
Yep.
Love that.
Be curious to see if they add some AEW guys in there.
So thoughts on all right, so we think it'll get cleared up Wednesday. Good. What do you guys think about the MJF thing? Think he did a good job?
I thought for once he actually finally had a really good promo because
Yeah.
every single time that he's gone back and forth with Punk in terms of pipe bombs, like Punk always stops him hard on his tracks.
You think so?
Oh, every single time that he brings up, hey, my poster's still in your living room, it's like game over for MJF.
Oh, that hurt.
But for once this time around, there was actually far more delivered than what was actually said. So I give credit to MJF on this one for once.
I think he did a great job and being able to. So I know Fight TV, I believe, has a stream of AEW. TBS bleeped it out, but when he called Tony Khan a fucking mark, that was pretty cool. You don't see F-bombs very often, so that was pretty fun. And that
Tony
emphasized.
Khan, you fucking mark.
Fire me. I might walk in tomorrow to work and do that to my boss, see what happens. Because his name's Mark. You think it'll work? No?
No, probably not.
Okay.
I
What
don't
do you
know,
think,
I'm just
Jones? You think it's a work? You think it's a shoot? What do we think?
like a rock, paper,
Is
scissors shoot, or
kayfabe still alive?
oh no,
They're
Oh, that's
blurring the
real.
lines very well, and I'm all for it.
that's real now. He's in the real. That could have been a face turn for all we know.
People were cheering him, and then he tried to like bring him back down, being like, "You stupid in people," but then they still were like, "Yeah,
Stop cheering me.
we suck, yeah." Do you think he's at Dynamite Wednesday, or do they let it breathe?
I'm telling you, I think he sneaks his way to face Moxley. If he's not Dynamite, that's what he does. If not,
Okay,
I wouldn't be surprised if he's not.
I respect your opinion.
Thank you. It just gives me, you know what he gives me? Edge vibes. He gives me edge vibes. Just to come in. Look at me, I'm a Slytherin snake. Ooh,
The sneaky
you're the last one. Nuh-uh, my foot was in first. Toss him up. But no, it's just me. This is me. This is me.
Anything
This
else we'd like to
is
touch
me
upon, boys?
and
Should we wrap it up so we can
Biddies.
turn on Monday Night SmackDown Raw?
Dude,
Wrestling.
come on. It's WCW Monday Night
Monday
Nitro
Night WWE Nitro Impact, the third Dynamite Rampage. Coming soon.
Hanuman's eyes hurt, so we need to end this podcast. You can tell they're going in different directions.
Oh my God!
Are
Talk about a tweet that has the worst timing possible. Only in boss is the Twitter handle. Happy 57th birthday, Cam Neely. 36 years ago today, on his birthday, the Bruins acquired Cam via a trade from Vancouver. Neely was inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame in 2005, named president of the Boston Bruins in 2010. This was today at 8 o'clock as the Boston Bruins fired Mr. Bruce Cassidy himself. That is just that is just fucking perfect.
That has nothing to do with the WWE Super Show. So I don't want to talk about that. All right. All right. So Judgment Day vows to add a new member tonight on Monday Night Raw. Who is it? Let's talk.
What'd they say?
Judgment Day vows to add a new member tonight on Monday Night Raw. WWE's Twitter as of an hour ago.
Oh, geez. I don't know. Tommaso feels like a default. Maybe Mustafa. I'll say Ali just to throw it out there. Fuck it. Give him some recognition.
Let's remind
Ali.
No.
Let's remind the audience. Let's remind the audience real quick on who's in Judgment Day, because it's Edge,
Damian Priest, and Rhea Ripley so far. That's it.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that it is Finn Balor.
Yeah, you can see it. What do you think, Jones? You're the last one. Wrap it up on a good note.
If I had to pick.
Well, yeah, you have to. You're the last one.
If I want to go bold.
Yes.
He's not coming to the New Japan Con because he's coming to WWE. It's Okada. But no.
It's Rob Van Okada. Okay. Carmelo Hayes.
I mean, Joe Gacy. I don't know.
Oh God, he stinks. I don't get him. You had Bray Wyatt, and you gave him the same gimmick.
You know who would be a cool one? It'd be Cameron Grimes.
To the moon. I don't know. I like the Dogecoin man.
He'd be a cool one, but I realistically think it's Tommaso Ciampa or Finn Balor.
Those seem like safe bets.
Yeah. Also tonight, we will finally get to know who Bianca's new contender is, because Alexa Bliss versus Liv Morgan versus Doudrop versus Rhea Ripley. The winner gets Bianca Belair.
I mean, it's good they're getting all the women involved. They did the same thing on SmackDown with the six-pack challenge, even though they picked Natalya, which was stupid. No offense to her, but you should have gone with anyone.
At this point, they need to start making the best decisions possible for the women's division, considering that the storyline of Sasha and Naomi is still overlurking the whole WWE women's division brand.
Well, you know how we're going to counter that? We're going to get the premiere edition of Miz TV with Miz and Maurice tonight. That's how we're countering Naomi and Sasha Banks.
Well, I can't wait to fart myself asleep again.
Well, first,
On
thing
that
that's on-
note,
You know who's on right now, right? You know who's starting off the show?
is it Cody?
It's Cody, yes.
Yep, I want to watch this, so let's wrap it up.
Let's wrap it up, boys.
Also,
wrap it up like that.
there's a timer. The countdown is on for Judgment Day to release their new member.
Because it's you, the WWE Universe.
And look at that. It's WWE.
Judgment Day.
Jones, wrap it up.
Come on.
With that being said, from the three degenerates here, Hunneman,
Only you're a
Galvis,
degenerate.
Jones signing off. See you guys next week for another episode of Suplex Super Show Biddies.
By the way, congratulations to all three of us for making it to 60 episodes. We just made it to the 60th.
I wasn't even acknowledging it, by the way. Just
yeah,
there was a reason for that.
Success.
But we'll see you guys maybe next
9
week.
more episodes till we make the Guinness Book of World Records.
Until
Maybe.
that Trojan sponsorship. Yes.
Woohoo!
Damn it, Jurgens, call me back.